We have over 2,728 rules to follow, and we have over 567 ways you can claim. Which one is right? Which rules apply? That's challenging because the Social Security Administration is not going to tell you what to do. They'll tell you your benefits based on different scenarios, but they aren't going to advise you. Folks, Colin Richards here, and it's exciting to be back together with you on another episode of the Lord and Richard Show. And today I'm going to be talking about a continuation of the simple question, what is an income plan? And in this brief series, we're going to talk about the key pieces that go into making sure you never run out of money before you run out of life. We call that probability of success 100%, or financial independence. And that's what we're looking for our clients and for people just like you. You see, the people I'm talking to every single day are concerned, right? That their money's going to run out before they run out of life because other things that are out of their control come in and mess up their retirement, rob them of their financial independence. And so what we do at Lord and Richards is we help you build a plan, a written plan to achieve financial independence so you can retire without worry and do amazing things with the people that you love and do the things that matter the most to you. Well, a key piece of an income plan, which is part of your financial independence, not the whole story, but just one slice, is making sure that you've got Social Security right. Have you nailed Social Security? Maybe you've looked online and you've seen some calculators, or maybe you've done some analysis and you realize, this is all very confusing, and I get as many opinions as there are probably viewpoints out there possible. Social Security is really important. We've talked about this before, but if you paid into the system and maximized your monthly benefit retiring today, after 30 years, you would accumulate, if you just saved it all, just shy of $2 million. That is a huge benefit, and it's critical that we optimize it. Now, notice I'm choosing my words carefully because optimize is different from maximize. Maximize means, how do I make my check as big as possible? Well, one of the ways that you can do that is just wait as long as possible, till age 70. At age 70, you get your largest possible benefit. But if you retire earlier than that, say 62 or 65 or 67, you're going to have a gap during which you're not going to get those Social Security checks if you wait till 70. And that's going to put a potential strain on your portfolio, meaning you're going to see your portfolio drop much faster than you might have intended. That can be emotionally difficult, stressful, and worrying. And that's not what financial independence is about. So if you're retiring, if you're quitting your day job, we want to optimize Social Security. If you're married, it's even more complex. We have over 2,728 rules to follow, and we have over 567 ways you can claim. Which one is right? Which rules apply? That's challenging because the Social Security Administration is not going to tell you what to do. They'll tell you your benefits based on different scenarios, but they aren't going to advise you. So depending on your highest earnings, you're going to get a Social Security check, 35 years of your highest earnings, and depending on the age at which you take those benefits. Your smallest check is at 62, your largest check is at 70, and then you can choose any time in between. So when do I choose? Well, first of all, if you're going to retire at 70 or later, there's no reason to take the money earlier. You say, well, wait a minute, I want to get Social Security while the getting's good. I hear it's going to go bankrupt. Well, that's not true. Social Security is going to diminish its surplus that was built up because all the baby boomers contributed into it, and now they're pulling it out. But that doesn't mean it's going bankrupt. It just means they won't have the ability to sustain 100% of benefits. Probably a reduction. You say, is that what's going to happen? Should I count on a reduced benefit? Not necessarily. Congress keeps kicking this can down the road, usually by decades, by just making minor changes in the law that affect the fewest people possible. That's the way Congress does it because they want to be popular, right? And so they're not going to change this until they have to. And so that means it's going to be one of those ongoing deals every decade or so where we have panic and then a new law and panic and a new law. So it's going to be there. There's bipartisan support to make sure that your benefits will be there and they not be reduced. Then the question is, well, wait a minute, Colin, shouldn't I take it earlier so I get more money over my lifetime? Well, the earlier you take it, the smaller the check. The later you take it, the larger your check. You say, is there a point where it breaks even? Yeah, generally around life expectancy. Oh, perfect. Well, then I'll just base it on my life expectancy. Problem is you may not know in advance when you're going to die. Most of us don't have that information. And so basing it on life expectancy, basing it on family history, those things aren't super helpful. Now, if you're battling something currently that is highly likely to reduce your life expectancy, then I've got two pieces of advice for you. Retire as early as you can and take Social Security as early as you can so you can enjoy the life that you have before you. But if you don't have those things going on, then I'm going to suggest you need to optimize. Now, optimization is not just a simple little Excel spreadsheet. It's not a little simple calculator. I've got great calculators I can send you to. Lawrence Kotlikoff has the best one, but it doesn't optimize. It doesn't optimize. You've got to take into account all your other income sources. If you've got a pension, if you've got money coming out of IRAs and 401ks, if you've got rental income. And then what we've got to do is we're going to have to let the computer, the software, help us, guide us to an optimal plan. What is an optimized plan? It is the plan which puts the most money in your pocket at the end of life. And we can take a look at life expectancy. We can consider that, but many of my clients are going to go beyond. Many of my clients are educated. They are healthy in their lifestyle choices. They may have assets that they've saved, which all of those things contribute to longer lifespan. And so generally speaking, optimization involves looking beyond just life expectancy, looking at this likelihood. There's probably more than a 50% chance, I've got data on this, that if you're in a married household, one of you is going to live into your 90s. So that means we're going to go past normal life expectancy and take a look at what happens if I live to 90 or 95? So that's what optimization is about. It's about doing so much more than just maximizing the check at age 70. That's what maximization is. It's about making sure that you balance together your pension, your Social Security, your income. It's kind of funny because the Social Security Administration puts out a chart of what retirees live on each year. And the last one I looked at, I'm looking at it right now, it said, well, we've got Social Security, about a third. We've got private and government pensions, about 18% of most American retirees' income. We've got money coming out of their assets, about 11%. And then earnings, up 30%. You know what that tells me? People are forced to still take on part-time jobs in order to make ends meet. That's not the future that I want for you. It's not the future I want for my clients. So what we need to do is we need to sit down and come up with a Social Security optimization plan that is part of a written income plan. That plan is part of a financial independence review, and a financial independence review will give you peace of mind to know you can retire financially independent and never go back to work doing the things that you love with the people that you love. I would love to talk to you about it. My team and I are hard at work on this for many people right now. I'd love that to be you as well. It just starts with a simple phone call.